Hi, guys. Welcome back to It's Not Clicking Podcast. It has been a while. I know. So, quick life update. So, I haven't recorded in 3 weeks. So, the first week I didn't record because I was designing my little brother's room, which turned out to be way more than I expected. And I'm actually thinking about starting a painting business where I come to your house, I paint your rooms. Yay. Thinking about it. Strong in the thinking. The next week, I work, and that was a stressful work week. And I was just like, I need to take a break. And I also was supposed to have a guest, and we had to like reschedule. So it was like a lot of rescheduling happening. So for the last 2 weeks, it was a lot of just like rescheduling because I really do want to have more guests on the show. And I couldn't at the moment, which was fine. So we're on week 4. So week 4, I'm like, nope, I cannot just keep going with not having no kind of content. Wow. Without having no kind of content. So now we're here. So I decided to take a different episode and bring it forward, and then take the episode that was supposed to be for this week and push it back. So stick around. So back to your scheduled programming. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome back. Don't forget to like and subscribe this channel, and like and follow the Instagram page. So yeah. Oh, and if you hear me sounding like a grown lady man, it's because I'm sick. I love you guys that much that I still decided to record. Sick and all. Let's start. So I figured I would have this conversation because I'm dealing with it myself, which is high functioning depression. And I never understood how detrimental it is, because when you're high functioning depression, you're like, oh, I'm fine, 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 fine. And that's only because I'm finding 700 projects to do so that I don't have to sit down and think. So, for example, I've kept myself crazy busy with work, which is not something I normally do. Like, work is cool, I like it, but I find myself going in early, trying to stay a little bit later. Like, do y'all need my help? Like, I'm doing everything I can to just not sit still, even when I'm at home. Like, I realized that I'm cleaning 10 times more. So I make a mess so I can clean it up. Or, like, if I am sitting still, I like deep dive into TikTok, and now I'm not moving for hours. Like, literally not moving for hours. So things that need to be done won't get done because now I found myself stuck in not moving and not realizing that what my thought process is now taking over, and it has shut me down. I don't know if anybody has ever gone through that, but like my body literally like shuts down. So it's like I was hyper, like on 1,000, and then the moment I sat down, 10 minutes go by and I'm either asleep, which is a sign of depression, or I'm deep dived into my bed and now I don't want to get up. Like yesterday, for example, I didn't even sleep. I just stayed in my bed from the time my eyes opened till my eyes went, like, till I literally closed. Like, I got up and sat on my couch for maybe 10 minutes and I was back in my bed. Like, I got up, I ate. I think I only ate like twice, which is weird for me. I took a shower, but it wasn't my usual normal regimen, which is when I'm fine, like I can get up and do everything. But I noticed that when I sit still, I am not okay. So, like, this depression also has affected my communication, like, tremendously, because I am what I believe to be a pretty open book communicator or whatever, and I'm pretty calm. And I realized that this depression has gotten me to a point where I'm like reacting in defense mode. So I'm ready to fight rather than hearing somebody be like, yo, Koya, like, hear me out. And I'm just like, nope, wall up, defense. Like, I'm going to talk. Not realizing that me not wanting to talk about my depression is because I feel like ain't nobody going to understand it. Or people gonna take what I have to say and what's bothering me as, oh, you're not over something. But it's like, it's not that I'm not over it. I just never really had the proper conversation about what was going on in my life. And then when I tell people what I'm going through, the easiest thing for people to do is to say, walk away, don't say anything, be quiet. And I've gotten to that point where now I'm so quiet, but it's bothering me because I'm so expressive. And I also feel like it has affected me being a mom because he's so used to me being happy go lucky, and now I'm just like, dude, please, please, like, please. So I think that's all, like, it's just all affecting the day-to-day things in my life that normally, you know, I would I would be fine with. Like, even down to like certain movies and romance, I'm looking at it like, ugh, guys, that's not realistic. That's not me. And if you know me, you know, like, I'm absolutely disgustingly romantic. There are a lot of things that I've suffered from that I've purposely tried to like push down instead of, you know, letting it come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the pity party, and I don't want people to feel sorry or try to solve my problem. Like, I just would rather everybody shush. And like, that's not my thing. That's not my way of life. You know what I'm saying? So like, I try not to. Like I said, I try to do any and everything other than the problem, like fix the problem. Um, and I've been to therapy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to therapy, and I actually had like a really dope therapist, and I had her for like a good, I want to say maybe 5 or 6 months, and then she had to change. And I think like we were at our point of making a breakthrough, and then she had to go. And then when I got the new lady, she scarred me from therapy. Because she was just like, it's like she wasn't trying to hear me on purpose. I don't know what she was doing, but it was just like it was more of a, it felt like more of a gossip. Like, I'm talking to somebody I'm gossiping with rather than somebody hearing my issue and helping me figure out how to fix it or how to deal with it or how to heal from what I was going through at the time. So I haven't been to therapy since, which is probably what's killing me right now, because I have friends that I talk to, yes, but the problem solving that comes with it, it's like, for me personally, I feel like my friends, some of them are gonna tell me what it is, but some of them are gonna be my friend and be like, yeah, you're right. You're 100% right. And it's like, no, I need somebody to tell me that I'm wrong, or I'm off my rocker. Like, and then here's another thing, why I think high functioning depression is such probably, I would think the top depression is because we grown now. I'm saying, like, we're in our like late 20s, early 30s, mid 30s. We got bills, kids, relationships, work. Like, we don't have time to be sad or time to feel like life is crumbling on us. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that's another reason why I move the way that I move, because I feel like, one, single mom, you gotta go get some money. You see how much eggs cost? I can't afford to sit back and just be like, I can do it today. I can't afford it. So it's like, me being sad, I feel like it's hurting my pockets. And that sounds fucked up, but it's the truth. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like me being sad is gonna stop my money. Me being sad is me in my cover, under my bed, under my thousands of pillows, deep diving into TikTok, just not being a part of the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've even asked some people, like, I was telling somebody about the topic and they were like, oh, that's a heavy topic. I'm like, it's heavy because it's not talked about a lot. And it's heavy because we have always been conditioned to, when we're depressed, let's sit back, let's ignore, let's shut down from the world, let's not talk to nobody, and then we're gonna get better. When it's like, that's not how that works. Like, sitting to yourself, not being able to speak a piece, or not even being able to say how you really feel, that does not help your depression. If anything, it puts you in a deeper depression. And then when we're still trying to figure out why we're depressed, it's because we never really fixed the problem. Going quiet, shutting down is not going to fix the problem. Like, what can fix the problem is, what's your next step? Speaking to somebody, what do you need to do? Who do you need to remove? These are things that kind of can help with your depression. I had someone tell me that they don't feel like they're high functioning depressed because time has passed. So I'm like, what do you mean time has passed? It was like, well, it's gone on long enough that I'm no longer mad. But then, they're not. So I was on this episode, I was watching this thing on TikTok, and this lady said to me, well, she said in a video, when people say time heals all wounds, it doesn't. Time does not heal all wounds. Choices heal wounds. So time can pass 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and you can still have bitterness, anger, like literal hate to the situation. It's the choice you make to heal yourself from those things, about those things that you hate, or the things that you have bitterness towards. So it doesn't heal all wounds. You have to choose to actually heal your wounds. So saying that 10 years has gone by, you haven't thought about it, is not necessarily true. Now, making the choice, meaning like, I'm gonna go and get the healing that I need, the actual healing that I need. I'm going to go talk about it. I'm gonna go do something about it. That is healing your wound. But letting it go by and go by and go by, and not speaking on it, or not getting the help you need because 5 years haven't gone past, that's not healing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like right now in my life, I am making those decisions. I'm making those choices to heal my wounds. I would be lying if I said find a new therapist is easy, because it's not. And then like that lady scarred me so bad that I don't even really know. Like, I don't know. She scarred me bad, 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 bad. That lady was terrible. But it's like, I've learned that I'm surface level. Like, I'm surface level when it comes to things, and especially with myself, I do not allow myself to push past my limits. I'm okay with being stagnant. And if you know me, you know I'm very talented. And this is not a to my own horn type of thing. It's an actual fact. I am extremely talented in the shit that I do. And the shit that I put my mind to, I am extremely talented. Like, extremely. And I've never allowed myself to like literally push through and get these things done because I am either afraid of failure, or I am afraid of what my success will look like, because I don't think I know how to accept success. Like, I'm cool with the little wins. So like, me getting my driver's license was a little win for me. Me getting my apartment, me getting a job I wanted, those are all little wins for me. So I know what it feels like to have that kind of success. But can you imagine owning a business and it being successful? Like, once I see, so for me, this is what I do. If I have a business and it's working and then it starts to die down, I die down. So instead of me looking for a new audience or just continuing to post my content, I will shut down and shut the business off. It happens so often, and I had to recognize how detrimental that is to me and my person. Like, I'm killing myself because I'm mad creative. Like, this colorful hair and the colorful personality doesn't just come from just out my asshole. Like, I'm literally talented. Like, if you've ever been in my house, if you ever seen any of the things that I've done, or any of the creative things that I've created, it's kind of scary. But I am my own worst enemy when it comes to my success because I stop myself, which then puts me in this depressive state of like I'm never gonna win. But it's like you can win if you actually like put your neck on it. Like the amount of energy that you spend on bullshit, take that and flip it to something else. Also, my depression looks like unworthiness. So like I don't feel like I'm good enough to have certain things in life. So like I feel like I'm not good enough to have a better apartment. I'm not good enough to have the love that I desire. I'm not good enough to have the business that I know I could run. Like I feel like I'm not good enough for it. And I done told myself this so much that I believe it. So now that I believe it, I'm not gonna push myself to the next limit because I'm here. I'm stuck. This is where I'm at. You're not successful, you can't do it, you good. Just stay here. It's quiet here, there's no stress here. All in all, stress is building up in this one particular spot. And if I just inch it a little bit, I get scared, I go back down. And that has happened to me so much that I'm just in this stanky space. So I can go to work, I can crack a joke, I can crack a smile. But the moment I'm away from all that shit, I am like down. Like I don't even know myself when I'm like that. Because like I said, I am hyper, funny, silly. Like I'm the type of person to karaoke with myself. Like in my crib, music blasting, dancing to the videos. Like I am that person. And I find myself doing that less and less that I don't know who I am. Like the silence is peace for me. Where silence used to be like a no-go. Because I was just too happy. I wanted to hear music and I wanted to bump and jump and thump and thump. And now it's like if it ain't silent, I'm angry. That has never been me. And I don't like it. I feel like part of all of us have always been conditioned to be quiet. And I don't want to blame nobody parents. But we've always been conditioned to keep it to ourselves. And, you know, we're too young to be depressed and you're too young to feel. And it's just like, we believed that. We really did. And we took that into our adult lives. And now we're all these sad ass 30-year-olds who tell ourselves we're good because we go to parties and we go to vacations and we in relationships that don't really be working because enough people told us to shush and don't say nothing and keep it to yourself, keep it in here. And I've done that. And now I feel like for 2023, I've told myself I wasn't gonna do that. I wasn't gonna keep shit to myself. If I felt something, I was gonna say something. Um, if it wasn't aligning with what I was trying to do in my life, it had to go. Um, I even went so far as to make like a bingo for myself, where it's like I write all the things that I want to do within the year of 2023 and actually do it. But I've been in this stank ass space that I haven't even looked at the list since I made it. I haven't done shit on that list yet. I haven't even looked at it because, like I said, the easiest thing for me to do is to shut down and stay quiet and stay silent and just be in that bubble. And I think that's the worst thing I've done this year, which was not try to catch my goal. Like, and I don't think that was fair to myself, and I don't think that was fair to who I was working so hard to become. Um, I was told that I was doing such a good job that I stopped believing it, which is so weird because you're supposed to believe it. So many people are telling you you're doing a good job, but it's like if you don't feel like you're doing a good job, not saying that I don't care about what you're saying, but I don't care about what you're saying because I don't feel it. I don't feel like I'm doing a good job. And I said this to somebody before, just to kind of do it in reference. It's like you can't tell me you love me, but you treat me like shit. So it's like you could treat me like shit. I see that. I don't see you loving me. So it's the same thing. So it's like if you're telling me I'm doing a great job, but I don't feel like I'm doing a great job, then I'm not doing a great job. And it sucks that I feel that way by myself because if I made a checklist of all the things that I've done and I've accomplished, it's a long ass list. I just haven't gotten to a point in my life where I agree that I'm doing that. So now in my current life, I'm just trying. Like, I'm trying to get myself out of the bubble that I'm in. I'm trying to do what I told myself I was gonna do. So I'm gonna go look back at the list. I'm gonna start checking shit off. I'm gonna start, putting my phone down more, reading a book. Because reading the book is on my list. Like, like reading I have this like Disney uh collection that I wanted to read. I'm a Disney kid, so I wanted to do that. And I want to finish it. So I'm gonna do that. Like, I want to be able to get myself out of my brain, get off of social media for a bit, and not like, oh, I'm gonna disappear, hiatus, and shut my page down. Like, no, I'm still gonna make my videos, I'm still gonna pop up, but taking some time to do other things that are also deemed fun. Um, Even down to people. Like, if you don't add shit in my life that's not positive, get the fuck out of here. Like, we too old to still be doing the same old bullshit. I don't want to live my life like that. I want to live my life on some having anxieties when I talk to people, or let me censor myself. And nah, like, I want genuine fucking people in my life that want to be happy, that want to see better for themselves, that believe that they also deserve better for themselves. And to me, if my now boundary is, if you're not adding nothing better for me, you gotta dip. Like, if you're still stuck in a space of trauma and drama, you gotta go that way. Because I'm absolutely doing everything I can to work on myself going forward, like going further. I want nothing but better for myself. And I know that I can do better for myself. My brother, my older brother, who I adore and I idolize, and I've always have idolized my entire life, like, had one of those really deep heart to heart talks with me to like be like, yo, you not what you think you are. Like, you really got potential. You really got talent. You really fucking dope. Own that shit. And ever since that has been echoing in my head from the time we had that conversation, because I got to hear from somebody I fucking adore that they absolutely believe highly of me. And why am I thinking lower? Why am I thinking so low about myself? So, like I said, this is not no easy process. It's gonna be a hell of a journey, but I'm willing to take the journey. I'm willing to get on the train and ride the ride. I'm willing. I'm willing to ride the ride just to get back to a better me. And it gotta be more than just surface level. It can't just be like, oh, I'm fine today. Like, I wanna be like Gucci. Like, can't shit even fold me. That's what I'm trying to be. So my plans for myself is to really seek therapy, like really go on this therapy binge. Don't say, okay, I couldn't find a therapy today, and just stop. Like, we going to go until we find one. We're going to do the bingo list. We're going to accomplish more shit. We're going to smile a little bit more. Stop thinking about shit you can't control. That's my biggest problem when it comes to this depression shit. I always want to control something. You cannot control others. Fuck that shit. Control what you can control, which is you, your kid, your household, your money. Done. All that other shit don't mean anything. And that's what I'm telling myself. And like, erasing people who don't add value to my life. Like, my journey has to look different. I can't speak that shit. I actually have to take the action to do that. So that's what I'm doing from here on out. And I hope that this video helps someone else who's also going through that. And this is my way of pushing you to go and seek what you want. Like, really go out for that shit because you deserve it. I know this was one of those really deep, come on, nose ring. One of those really deep, kind of serious episodes, but I feel like it needed to be said. I know too many people going through depression right now who are perfectly fine with the way that they're doing things, and it's not cool. Like, we got to find a better way to do this shit, because the generational curse got to stop somewhere, and it needs to be with us. So yeah, that's that's it for this episode. I'm sure the next ones will be a little bit more not so sad and mopey. But I just really needed to get that out. I needed everybody to hear that. And like I said, it was no point in me making this podcast if I wasn't going to be 100% real, if I wasn't going to be 100% authentic, if I wasn't going to sit here and tell the truth and be like, listen, I'm a human at the end of the day. I'm a regular ass person. Like, I don't need to shutter myself for nobody. And neither do you. So we got some good shit coming up soon. And you know what I'm saying? Keep watching.